Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Let's Play with author J.P.Edgar, where this guy plays some games he's never really played before. And today we are continuing our rainy journey with, RainCode. My gosh, RainCode on the Nintendo Switch. So without wasting any more time, let's get going. Let's get going. How you doing, chat? How are you doing today? How y'all doing? I'm doing all right. Busy today. One thing after another. I had a cat come into my lap, demand pets. I gave the pets, and all of the fur went into my keyboard and made keys stick down. So I had to clean it out before the stream. So I'm kind of, it's been one of those things. But hey, the left side of my keyboard is it's a nice and clean. So yeah, we got that. So yeah, obviously I'm behind schedule because it's already 2:07 and I only just got online, but I'm online. So we are starting a brand new chapter today. That's right, because we just finished the Mystery Labyrinth at the very end of the previous episode. So we're starting a brand new chapter. So here we go. What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Someone's dream on the street corner. An unrealized ideal is shattered. Like tears flooding the city. No one can be saved this way. Someone whispers. As they drown in a melted dream.
No longer a detective. Well, you were never really a detective, so... Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about that masked man. So, yeah.
The bath is like a fleeting dream.
Chad to say nope. All the nopes. So, just to punish you, just for a smidge. Okay, let's move on.
Your sweat and past are washed away. You're born anew. Would you like to join me next time?
Oh my.
Oh, if you're embarrassed about taking off your clothes, you can hop in with them on. I do that once every 3 times anyway.
Who are you?
Oh? If you want to know who I am, does that mean you wish to be friends with me?
Who to avoid, more or less.
Friends?
Yes, I want to be your friend. How about you?
I would like to know how I came up here.
I
think you should avoid sketchy guys like that.
I
You're
concur.
just gonna end up joining the pyramid scheme or something.
Pyramid scheme?
Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've built personal relationships that I don't remember the procedure. My name is Makoto Kagutsuchi. Nice to meet you.
Makoto Kagutsuchi. Okay. Kagutsuchi.
hi. I'm Yuma Cocohead.
Go ahead. I'm never going to get over that.
Yuma.
Master, maybe you should comment on his mask. He's probably waiting for you to do that.
He's already in a pyramid scheme, Shinigami.
About that mask.
Oh, this? Interesting.
Interested?
This
This
is
is
like
definitely
a family heirloom to me. It has quite a history.
I would like for you to know that according to the images on the bottom left, the mask is animated. What is this?
It is said my family has demonic blood flowing through us. Normal people who gaze upon my face lose their sanity. That's why I must keep my face hidden, or I can't even hold a normal conversation. So what is this demonic blood, you might ask? I did my own research on the matter. It goes back 500 years, Back then, this land was comprised of over 200 kingdoms, great and small.
I think I got it now, thanks.
Oh, are you sure?
This guy's worse than I thought. Where are we anyway?
Agreed.
Good question. Excuse me, where are we right now?
This is my home. It's
All
the
right.
highest point in town, the top floor of Kanai Tower.
Huh.
The top floor of that tower?
Interesting.
Serious? He's like Stark levels rich. Let's take a selfie while we're here.
So does that mean that this company can be sued based on that reference? Maybe not. Why is he so chipper? I don't know. Why don't you ask the animated mask?
Why am I here?
I assumed you were playing in the river. However, it's not good to get carried away. You were lying by the riverbank in tatters. One of my men just happened to find you. So I had you brought here. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if we just let you die. You're here from the lowest part of town to the highest. How does it feel to have traveled between heaven and hell?
Where are the others? Was anyone else there besides me?
There was no one else.
I see. Chief Yako, Lara, Tetsuhiko, Fubuki, Vivia.
But. He is now free of a 5 million Shen debt. Silver lining, Yuma. Silver lining.
I hope they're all okay. It's all my fault.
I've read 20 gay romances that started just like this. Oh dear.
Into cases, pretending to be a detective. If I'd followed the chief's advice and stayed put at the agency, none of this would have ever happened.
There you go. Acting like some tragic heroine again. The only people who'd give you any sympathy for that shtick are the possessive types drawn to the naive. Just forget about it all and be positive. Say you have amnesia and reset your past.
Ice cream cone.
After
That doesn't
all
sound too bad right now.
this, The Nocturnal Detective Agency was the one place where I felt like I belonged. If that's gone, I don't know what to do.
Hey, you're lucky to be alive. Compared to the other dead detectives, that is.
They're not dead. They have to be alive.
They will be in a moment.
somewhere.
Oh, we have lots of visitors today. You might want to hide for now, Yuma.
Hide? Why?
You don't want to go play in the river again, do you?
What do you mean by that?
Master, I've got a bad feeling about this. Do as you're told and hide.
But where am I supposed to hide? Where should I hide?
All right, we are now walking around for a minute before we go to 20 minutes of dialogue. But that's fine. That is fine. So much WTF going on, so little time. Let's go in the... No, we can't go in there. We also cannot go any faster than this. Well, let's go room by room to see if we can't interact with everything that we can.
This is...
A number of bottles are lined up on the shelf. Is he going to drink all that? Maybe they're just for the aesthetic.
Hide somewhere already!
Let's not.
Yeah.
Plot twist told me there was gay romances happening. Looks like we have a lot of guests today. Maybe I should order in. So it's going to have me pick a spot. We don't know anything about this guest, where they're coming from.
I need to hide.
It's not. check out that. What? You could have said shell. Looks like this door won't open. Focus. It looks like a door, but it's actually a wall pattern. Confusing. So why not go into the room that we came out of? That's what I'm thinking. Do we even have that option? Obtained memory shard amethyst. I forgot about the memory shards.
Master?
This doesn't look good. Let's hide. Right. Okay, so it seems like they're going to be coming in through here. So let's see if we can't turn left somewhere. Go into the kitchen. Bake a cake, then go hide.
Wow.
Kitchen's incredible. What if he ever cooks for himself? This kind of opulence? You know, there'd be a personal chef somewhere in the mix. It's possible we could hide in here. You know what would be a good spot? Upstairs. All right, it doesn't look like there's much else that we can do. So we have behind the couch. We can't go upstairs, which would be good. We can't go in our where we were, the previous room we were. Take two. We can't go into the room that we came out of, which would have been good. You can see the Conrad Ward State Escape below. It's really the top floor of that tower. Review the city at night, ruined by rain. You know, if this is the top point in Conrad Ward, why is that building taller? I think Mask Man doesn't know what the tallest point means. All right, so let's go with the kitchen, because if we have to, we can go sneaks underneath here to get through. Rain improves the view, in my opinion. Let's hide. There? That's where you're going to hide?
That's the director of the Peacekeepers, Yumi Hellsmile.
It's rare to see you all the way up here. Maybe this means we'll get a bright and sunny day tomorrow.
Well, a damn good day to you as well, Masked Man. Or is trick or treat the proper way to greet a mask lover like you?
Okay,
So
never
what
mind.
brings you here? If it's
I
a treat you're
interpret
looking
that
for,
correctly.
I have some homemade cookies.
Unfortunately, I only accept tricks.
What an idiot.
I heard a rumor that you're hiding a detective. That couldn't be true, could it?
If you need me, I'll be in the jacuzzi. I know, right?
Whatever do you mean?
You think you can hide your expression behind a mask? You're as creepy as ever. If you weren't in this city, by now I'd be... I'll be back. The Peacekeepers are always watching you.
Yuma, you can come out now.
I heard you're hiding someone, and we don't have any regard for the law, but we will not search this area because reasons. Kinky.
That was the director of the Peacekeepers, wasn't it? You know him?
Our relationship isn't so shallow that he's a mere acquaintance, but I wouldn't call it a friendship either. If I must call it something, I'd say he's like a shadow. We all have our own inseparable shadows, right?
Who are you?
I'm just a man living at the highest point in town. Do you need to know more than that?
That doesn't tell me anything.
You sure are honest. I love this city more than anyone. And more than anyone, I
Frenemies with benefits.
That's why I feel so gloomy about it all. Like the sky, a cold rain falls within my heart. By the way, I hear that you're a detective. I didn't know they still existed in this town.
I'm
She likes
actually-
wearing masks.
There are other detectives much better than me. Somewhere out there.
Naturally, this means you have some knowledge about this place.
I suppose so, yes.
Even as we speak, a disaster strikes Kanai Ward. You could say Amaterasu Corporation is responsible. For years now, the tragedies occurring in this city are the result of an upset of the power balance within Amaterasu.
The power balance?
The company has gotten too big.
You think you can hide your expression behind that mask? Mask is able to change expressions, yeah. Kind of reminds me of The Mask, you know, the Jim Carrey movie, or even Deadpool's mask, in a sense, how the mask actually generates expression. So,
Each segment has grown increasingly independent and now lacks overall cohesion. As a result, the power structure has been completely thrown off balance. Amidst it all, the Peacekeepers took charge. They've imposed strict rules within the company and eliminated anyone who refused to obey. The corporation was on the brink of collapse, but the Peacekeepers managed to regain order. And I'm
Classic
sure
comic
you
book,
can
yeah,
easily
yeah.
imagine what happened after that, right?
and they all lived happily ever after.
Order took hold over all of Kanai Ward.
You're a sharp one, detective.
In training.
They fly the banner of order and force laws only convenient to themselves on the people. Both Amaterasu Corporation and Kanai Ward belong to them now.
Batman, Superman, always able to somehow make expressions behind their mask because
Overturn laws
reasons.
on a whim, which
Yep.
permitted bribes to be exchanged at a rampant pace. This is why the city continues to erode away. So much so that this gloomy rain cannot wash it clean.
I
That's
thought the
gloomy
Peacekeepers
rain.
were like a police force, but they hold much more power than that.
As their name suggests, in the beginning the Peacekeepers were a single department that handled security. They changed and grew into the powerful organization they are today, because there was a need for it. After Kanai Ward's isolation, Amaterasu needed to become stronger and more ruthless to protect their secrets. Taking advantage of the corporation's supply routes, the Peacekeepers began trading with the military industry.
Okay.
Wow, they sound like some dictatorship's army.
Before anyone realized, they were the most powerful force around. I'm sure they saw everyone else as incompetent, which led them to believe that those with the power should rule. The shadow that hangs over this city is none other than the threat of the Peacekeepers. Their tyranny continues to this day. They will never stop, even after they've gained control over everything.
So that's the situation the city is enduring.
I'm not reading that part, Tell's bookshelf.
At this rate, Kanai Ward will continue to decay. More innocent civilians will fall victim to them. That's why I want to stop the Peacekeepers on this reckless path of theirs. I do so as a citizen who loves Kanai Ward. I need the help of people like you.
Like me?
I mean detectives.
He needs detectives? Something about this sounds fishy.
Bloop, bloop. Blub, blub.
What do you mean by that?
In Kanai Ward, the only ones that can stand against
And
the
viewers
Peacekeepers
like
are
you.
outsiders like yourself. That's why, in order to save this city, I need your cooperation. Detectives are the only ones who can save this place. That is what I believe. But what about you?
Save this city.
Save the
J.P.Edgar
cheerleader.
also asked the same thing. If their goals are the same,
Oh, hold it right there, Master. You're gonna agree just like that?
but he's asking for my help as a detective.
So,
I have to respond.
take a moment to consider the reaction. We're having a conversation, and you ask me a serious question. And I'm not even looking at you. That would raise suspicious, like, well, maybe other detectives. You seem a little out there.
Jeez, think about it for a sec. The way he's talking, he not sticking your neck out for an impossible crime here. It's just a spat between adults. What do you think you can do about it?
But we should at least talk to him about it first.
He's obviously taking advantage of you. Ugh, you're so gullible. Listen, detectives need to suspect others all the time. Besides, can you really trust anybody in a mask like that?
The mask that does
It's not
emotions.
normal. Everything feels so ominous about this.
Well, he did mention that he has demon blood or something like that, right?
I'm not associating with him. Trust me on this.
It's rare for you to be so absolutely against something. I owe you a lot for saving my life, and it's true. I don't know him enough to be sure if he's trustworthy.
So he's doing all of these expressions and gestures and stuff like that as if he's trying to have a conversation with someone else. And Masked Man just like, you know, your actions seem legit. It's like a Shakespeare monologue where they move to the front of the stage and start talking and none of the other characters notice. Yeah, that's exactly it. Kind of reminds me of Whose Line Is It Anyway? I think it's the monologue one where they're interacting with the other party on stage, but then they kind of stop what they're doing. There's like, of course, he never knew I would really smell his feet, but if he did, he would know I would like it. And then he would go on the monologue, then the other person would be like, I knew he would never smell his feet. It kind of reminds me of that in a sense, where they're just kind of waiting. Just kind of waiting.
Oh, this reminds me. Speaking of detectives, is number 1 in town as well?
Numero uno. Numero uno.
I mean the guy at the top of the World Detective Organization.
What-oo?
Things would go much faster if he were here.
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, you know about number
Numero uno.
Huh? Don't you?
I've only heard of him recently. I don't know much about him.
I see. Well, that's no surprise. He's a shut-in who rarely appears out in public. But if you get the chance to talk to him, please ask him to come visit soon.
That's
Tell
sus.
him his son is in trouble.
His son. His son in this mask.
I'm joking. Anyway,
Okay.
I've kept you here too long. If you're looking for your missing friends, you better move fast.
That's right. I have to go look for everyone.
Wow, you totally got
I need
sidetracked.
to get going. Thank you for saving me.
No problem. Don't worry about it. But please, consider cooperating with me.
Right.
The Duke of New York, a number one.
Also, I should ask
I
you
don't
this
know
while we're
what
here.
that is, honestly.
Do you have any idea what Conai Ward's ultimate
Ultimate
secret
secret.
could be? Or does the word homunculus sound familiar to you?
Are you bro?
No, I have no idea. Sorry I couldn't be of help.
I see.
So.
Go on and look for your friends.
Go on.
Right.
Go on.
So that's my... Is that it? I thought there would be more emotion involved.
Escape from New York reference. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Dude is totally homunculus. Well, obviously with a mask like that, you know that's the villain. You know that's the villain. Or a villain, or something along those lines. Especially since the head of the Peacekeepers come in, they're like, yo, what up, homie? I heard you helping someone. We gotta look around, but we're not gonna.
The elevator took forever to come down. Since he lives on the top level of this tower, he can't be an ordinary person.
Asked and established.
Goto Kagutsuchi. Who is he? How is he connected to Amaterasu Corporation?
He brushed it off, but he's affiliated with them.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that dangerous Peacekeepers director.
As I was just joking about.
Not to mention, he knew an awful lot about the internal workings of the corporation.
Agreed.
He talked about saving the city, but is he on our side? Or could he be...
On the sun god side.
You're better off not getting involved. Let sleeping gods lie, as they say.
Are you sure
Yeah.
you're the one to say that?
You're right!
Anyway, I'm worried about Chief Yako. Let's go back to where the detective agency was at the riverbank.
Alright, looks like we can actually move again. So let's move already.
Fuss had and the others.
Yeah.
It seems there was an explosion near the riverbank recently. Can you tell me more? I would, but I don't have any other information. Sounds like dangerous, so I haven't gone there myself. Let's see, I'm sorry, I can't help. You're right, you are completely useless. That's the only person we can talk to. There's a mini map behind my picture on the bottom right of the screen, and the mini map is mostly covered by it, so. There's a small dot on people I can talk to. Kanai Taro, the tallest building in Kanai Ward, except for the Amaterasu Corporation, who has taller buildings. Alright, so what am I supposed to do? That's right, we start a new chapter. There are side quests afoot. I think we already figured that one out, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the meat buns in Ginma desk are juicier and more delicious than the one in Kamasaki, right? They have just the right amount of fat, too, so the flavors are different depending on the district. I have no idea. Why don't you give them a try next time? I still think the those buns have something to do with the research. I don't know, it seems too awkward. It's either that or it's so kooky that they just decided to put it in there because of the kooky. Not the cookie, just kooky. We love a juicy meat bun. I heard there was an explosion at the riverbank, but the peacekeepers took care of it right away. Yes, they took care of the explosion, all right. Any more details about the explosion? I believe there was multiple explosions, but the tunnel connecting to Kamasaki district was okay. Really? Maybe the explosions were smaller than we thought. Path isn't closed anymore. We're not going to take a look if you're interested. Means everyone at the agency should be okay. Everyone at the agency should be okay after a submarine got torpedoed. All right. Lasai, it's raining today too. When will it stop? I'm really starting to hate it. That is entirely unhelpful.
Hey.
A cute girl started working at the cafe recently. Cute, always smiling, a little ditzy. She's a type 1. She's the type 1? No, I think it's type I. She's a type I just wanted to hold in hands, protect. Oh man, are all men like this?
Sure.
Only if they have this coming down to here. Alright, so let us... We're going to go to the clock tower. Then the Etheria Academy. Because there are a couple of mini quests there. We're going to check those out, see how it's going. You know, I am both looking forward to and not looking forward to the extended times after we get to the Mystery Labyrinth. Because, like, I play more, I interact with you more, but I also have so much stuff to do. So much adulting. But hey, I told you I would, so let's do it. We've got to get to the Mystery Labyrinth first, of course. Of course. I like how the mini quest, somewhat important, still does not have read dialogue. Hey, you there!
Huh?
Who, me? That's right. What do you think of Kanai Ward as of now? Well, exactly my point. Well, you haven't said anything yet. You were at a loss for words just now, right? That says just about everything in the current state of the city. Well, I'm not have to read that one. Ever since the isolation started 3 years ago, Conrad Ward has been more and more insular. What? Insular? Conrad Ward has become more and more insular. Am I bad at words, or is that incorrect? That doesn't seem like a real word to me. Things can't continue this way. We cannot lock ourselves away. We must step outside into the outside world and get wet. If we don't, Conrad Ward has no future. He's saying some pretty radical stuff. Insular. I guess that is a word. I wonder if he's caught the attention of the peacekeepers. Amaterasu Corporation is controlling Conrad Ward, oppressing us. It is only once we... Oh my gosh. It is only once we are free from the bondage. More like insular. Insular. I mean, ignorant of the cultures. Okay. So it's just a word I didn't know. The kind of work you truly flourish. Don't you agree, comrade? Holy criminy. Don't you agree, comrades? So that kind of takes off a whole new meaning. Okay. Amaterasu Corporation controlling Conrad Ward, oppressing us. It's only once we are free from the bondage of isolation and Conrad Ward we can truly flourish. Don't you agree, comrades? Is that what they're going for?
Huh?
What? Meat? Who? Comrade meat? Oh no. Of course. We must reveal how thoroughly disillusioned Conrad World residents are with a survey. Dun, dun, dun. Like a census? Huh? All right, administer the survey. All right, just keep calm, put the bomb away. Set the survey local residents? Not so fast. We must carefully consider the methodology. You never know who might be monitoring us. When did this become Soviet Russia? It became Soviet Russia when the strong-willed youngster put the word comrade at the end. Of course, come. We must reveal through how thorough the solution to this Conrad Ward's residents are with a survey. So, yeah. Right. Then why are we even doing this first place, huh? Listen closely. An affirmative response will be sunshine, while the negative response will be rain. All right, I mean, sunshine? We can't go around calling it a survey either. Let's change it to the weather in Conrad tomorrow. Oh, sunshine. Yeah. Excellent. I'm counting on you, comrade. So I'm going to ask, how's the weather? I better be getting opinions for all sorts of people. And you got to do it around different areas. Talk to people, right? Yeah, for now. Let's try asking 3 people. Conrad Ward is full of 10s, maybe 15s of people. But we only need to talk to 3. What is this accent? Who knows? Who knows? All right, our next one is going to be the Etheria Academy, so let's go over there. This is also where the murder happened from the previous chapter, or murderers, plural. The tallest building in Conrad's wards, especially high-ranking peoples with Amaterasu corporations and just families lives there. What? Oh my god. Or the generally keeping to oneself, being very internal and only interested in your immediate surroundings. Okay. Okay, dokies. Okay, dokies. Oh, there is my quest right there, up the stairs. Wait, isn't this the teacher that Black Star impersonated? Aye! There, that's it. You feel happy? I was actually worried about it being too loud, so. But it's aye! What is it? Aye! normal person. Thank goodness. I'm just sorry for startling you. Oh my god. Don't worry about it. I feel like I've seen this person somewhere before. Isn't that shorty detective used his disguise powers to look like her? Or wait, I meant disgusting powers?
Right.
Oh, right, that's why I recognize her. Do you know what happened to the other me as well? The other me? You has a twin?
The thing is,
I've heard recently that another me has been seen at the academy. Since then, a mysterious figure has been following me. Not just around the school, but outside it too.
well,
It's terrifying.
Maybe.
Could that have been Yasuhiko in disguise? Do you know something? Whatever it is, please tell me. Well, how's the weather tomorrow? Rainy or sunshine?
for now,
You'll be in a heap of trouble if the truth gets out. You need to make something up. What should I say? Who is the other me? What is that shadow? It was a doppelganger. It was your twin. Dun, dun, dun. It was your imagination. It was magic. So, are they talking about that shadow that's following her? Or are they talking about the other teacher? I think they're talking about the shadow. I want to go with your imagination.
I'm sure.
It must be your imagination.
no.
But I can feel her presence so clearly. It must be your imagination. Other people have said they saw the other me. It must be your imagination. See, if I keep repeating it, it has to be true. No, it's not. Please take it seriously. You're not going to convince her it's all in her head like that.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
You have a moment?
I couldn't help but notice your outfit. Are you a detective? I had no idea there were still detectives in Conrad Ward. Liar! Liar, Coco Head. Could you look into the shadow that's following that's following me? I thought it said that isn't following me. Please, I need to understand what's happening. She does seem really troubled by this. So does that mean if she was able to go into the Mystery Labyrinth, Yuma Coco Head would be the boss and he would suddenly die because he's now creating a mystery?
Then
All right, I accept your request.
Mine.
Thank you so much. I'll let the Academy know in case you need to investigate around here.
Get it?
I'm on to you, Miss Master of Scum. You took this quest so you can get into the girls' school, right? Oh, of course. I'm just helping ladies in need. But don't we already know the culprit? There's no reason to investigate, actually. We don't know where Black Star is, so... There might really be a stalker. That's sound. Yeah. I just want to take another peek inside the girls' academy. Is something the matter?
now.
No, I'll start my investigations right away. Thank you. I'll leave it to you. All right, so let's go poke around the Women's Academy. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Sure, what is it? Have you heard about a suspicious person being seen in the school recently? Like you? Is Black Star really going through the school dressed as other ladies just to get in there? I heard an outsider got into the academy during that incident with the teacher theater club the other day. See, I'm telling you, it's a shorty detective. Every day since then, people have been seeing a suspicious figure. Everyone in class is talking about it. Every day, huh? Yuma. Oh, well then. Do you have a minute? I've been asked by your teacher to conduct an investigation. Yeah, okay. I have to practice soon, though. I can't talk long. That's fine. So, have you seen a suspicious figure around the academy recently? Suspicious figure? I haven't seen one, but a friend of a friend whose cousin's former roommate said They saw someone leaving the teacher's office in a hurry one night. That could be the culprit. She hid and took a closer look. But it was just like the music teacher. Maybe that's all just one big hoax. Thanks for your help. Since you have permission, it'd be a good idea to use the other entrance instead of going this way. Why? Why? The door's right there. The person I need to talk to is behind that door.
Yeah.
Did you discover anything? Nope. I see. What cardemas? Sure, she looks disappointed. Cardemasen. I don't understand. Excuse me, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you. I think I brought this up in the previous episode, but I am reminded about the red stockings of that nun versus the red clothing in this academy. So, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you. Ask me? You seek knowledge of journalism club member? But of course, how can I be of service? Yes, that's what a journalism club member sounds like. She sure has a unique way of talking, so I am not wrong.
For now.
Has anything strange happened around the academy recently?
Yeah.
Something strange? Well, I would certainly be the person to ask. Now, let's see. There was the tragic tale of revenge during the theater club performance. The principal's purloined? 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 The principal's troop. A music teacher's first love, the disappearance of mysterious and beautiful students.
Well.
Those are the hot topics for the day. Any information on the sightings of a suspicious figure? Okay, I want to go with machine gun. Suspicious figure? Who can say? I don't deal in spooky stories. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Seems like she's not good with scary things.
Thank you.
I guess I will not tell you about the Shinigami over my shoulder.
Yes.
Yes, leave it to me. All right. I got Barbara on the microphone from the machine gun sound. All right. Now I got this one. The woman in the mask, huh? I'm investigating rumors of a suspicious person on school grounds. Can you talk to me for a moment? Have you noticed anything unusual happening today, lately? Is that the same teacher who requested my help? She must really be at her wit's end.
Thank you.
I see. Thank you, Kenny. All right, I gotta go up the stairs. Talk to this person.
Mine?
Excusez-moi, Freniston. Why, hello there. Are you the one helping the teacher? Yes. How did you know? Well, I saw the two of you walking from the window. Apparently, that's what friendly sounds like to me. Then I'll cut to the chase. Have you noticed anything sus about the school teachers of late? This is just between you and me, right? But someone has apparently been stealing the teacher's belongings. What? Small things like handkerchiefs and pens are evidently gone missing from the teacher's office. Oh my. But outsiders rarely come to the school grounds. I think it's causing a lot of stress.
Thank you.
I see. Thank you for your help.
In that case.
No students are allowed in the teacher's office, right? Which means The culprit? It is you!
Enough.
That's probably all the info we're going to get. So, did you figure out who the culprit is? Yeah, maybe. So, it could be Black Star or a teacher, but it can't be a student. The culprit is teacher. Who teacher? What teacher? I'm starting to think it's actually teacher because Black Star is creepy AF, but I don't know. I don't know, chat. Was the teacher... Wait, hold on a second. I'm going to have to go back to something real quick. So, a super nice teacher seemed to be our... Yeah, I think it is Tetsuhiko.
I knew it.
I'm thinking it was Black Star after all. I really suspected him at first too, but there's no way the shorty detective could show up every day, right? Well, he hasn't been seen.
That's true.
Apparently it is not Tetsuhiko. A teacher? Which teacher?
Yeah.
The music teacher. She was mentioned in several of the student stories, and she must be... You see, the reason why I thought it was Tetsuhiko because her favorite teacher was stalking another teacher, but wasn't registering the name, so it's like they didn't reflexively acknowledge that name. That's why I was thinking Tetsuhiko.
I get it.
So it wasn't the short detective after all. Then it's time to report it back.
You have a moment?
What is it? Have you figured out who the shadow is?
Yes.
Yes, but first...
You're the culprit.
I know you're there. Come on out. Huh?
Oh my.
You? What are you doing here? What is this all about?
Culprit is...
This person is the culprit, or rather, the stalker.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but it's your fault. What? What did I do? What do you mean? You said you liked me the day, and I was the... Like, that kind of like, or like, we cool, like. That's kind of it. Oh no!
No way.
Come on.
This has this shorty detective stick all over it. He causes problems even when he's not around. Okay, we know what's going on. I don't recall ever saying that. It must have been a big misunderstanding. Your platonic words must have been taken out of... Yeah. Pride Month is here? Yeah. So, I just jumped to conclusions?
Likely.
No, I'm sure it's my fault for misleading. I'm sorry. No, it's alright. Really. Looks like I managed to cover it
The
up.
investigation's going
I
great.
believe that should settle things. But Yuma, you are now the center of the Mystery Labyrinth. I can find the rest of you. Allow me to thank you as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's some meat buns. I need to... All right. So let's look at the map again, see what's going on. We have, again, my district. Let us head over there. I'm running low on water. It's hot in this office. I am in a confined space inside a pizza oven. So yeah, during my streams for the summer, it's going to get hot. I'll be drinking a lot of water. So, I actually don't have my foot padding down for my foot placement, so I sometimes go off frame thinking I'm in the middle, but I'm not. So it's just a little FYI for you. So if I just kind of randomly vanish, or I'm just like hanging out over here for whatever reason, you know, that's fine. That's right. That's fine right here. You know why? Oh, cross the street, quick! Aye, 9 pieces of 8. 1 of 3.
Excuse me.
Would you be willing to answer a survey? You're not supposed to call it a survey.
Well,
Me? I've got time, I guess. What do you want to ask?
Uh,
Are you disillusioned by Conrad Ward's subservience to the Amaterasu Corporation? What? Are you out of your mind? What would you do? The Peacekeepers heard you say that just now. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble you want, but don't drag me into it. I'm sorry, I couldn't agree more.
let me see.
That being said, I'm not happy about it. It sucks to always have to worry about who might be watching you. I wish someone could do something about it. Are you going to keep at it with the survey? Watch yourself out there. Yeah, I agree. Thanks. All right, so I think the rest are going to be in other districts because we don't have any marker. Oh, you have the Con Ed ward over here, the Con Ed Tower, which is a new location, by the way. We weren't able to go there prior. But we now had the tower we could talk to someone. So, yeah. We're going to go to the Con Ed Ward's family interest and speak badly about the Amaterasu Corporation. Would you be willing to answer a survey? A survey? Yawn. I don't mind, but what's it about? Are you disillusioned by Con Ed Ward's subservience to the Amaterasu Corporation? Oh dear. I didn't hear a single word of what you just said. That's okay. I don't listen to myself either.
then
I'll say it again. Cut it out. Peacekeepers will hear you.
sorry.
Well,
Of course I'm not happy with how things are, but it's not something you talk about openly. Honestly, I wouldn't have much of a problem if the peacekeepers weren't so corrupt.
right.
But as it stands, they essentially control Amaterasu. Sigh. I wonder if there's anything we can do. By the way, I'll never forgive you if you report this to Amaterasu. I'll haunt you forever. I already have one of those. I would never do such a thing. All right. So the next person I need to talk to is at the church, but I can't get there. So we're going to have to go to the Ginma district and all the way over there. Flora in Kanai Ward. Because it's difficult to grow plants in a perpetually rainy Kanai Ward, many have been replaced with synthetic counterparts, aside from some roadside trees and flowers in Ginma. I mean, that is true, but you can also control the amount of rain hitting your flora. But in order to do that, you would have to admit that floating umbrellas, though interesting in concept, are not needed. You could take the money from the floating umbrellas and put it into irrigation and drainage in the Kanai ward for the flora. Hashtag flora rights. Flora lives matter. The gullible lucky fortune-telling. Gullible lucky Joel of day. For all of those Virgos out there, get your hands on a cursed diamonds. Deal with the curse yourself. What? What? All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey! He ran away when he saw me the other time, too.
Maybe you did something?
She. I think that's one on the train, so.
Complete stranger.
You sure you don't need to hurry to the riverbank? You might find Fuzzhead's corpse and then some.
No, that's not true. Don't say
A
stuff like that.
corpse? A corpse?
Who was that? And why did they run when they saw me?
Who cares? It's not like you're gonna figure it out by standing around here thinking about it. Shouldn't you be worried about Fusshead and the others?
That's right. I have to get to the agency.
All right, let's see if I can go to the church now. I can! Let's take the bus to the church and ask a survey about disgruntled dictatorship. Conrad Ward living conditions, perhaps because of the load screen. All right, let's see, what do we got?
Yes.
Devout worshiper. Welcome. Oh, I had it on automatic. 1 second, please. Welcome. This is the Church of the Middle Box. Have you come to pray as well?
No.
I just wanted to see how things are going. The only good master. Oh, the only God master we're praying to is me. All right. All right.
Excuse me.
Would you be willing to answer a survey? Oh, who, me? What kind of survey would it be? Are you disillusioned by Conrad Ward's observations now with Toronto Corporation? Oh, I could never answer that. It's just too embarrassing. Embarrassing? You should only answer certain things once you got to know each other. Oh, this is going to be a lot of reading, isn't it going to? Is that right? Okay. She's worried her friends always see her talking to you and she starts spreading rumors.
Sure.
You really think so?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
really think so. But the problem wasn't easier for you to ask me, so I just wanted to give you a proper answer. I'm so sorry, I just don't feel that way about you right now.
What do you mean?
What kind of answer is that? Oh, you got shot down. Do I have those feelings, but I'm too scared to be more open about it. So I'm really sorry. I see. Thanks for your help. I don't think I explained myself very well.
Yeah.
That makes 3 people. We should report back. All right. Conrad Ward. And where was that? I think they were at the clock tower, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the clock tower. Sun and Moon Hotel. Breakfast is served buffet style in the adjoining restaurants. All right, let's see. Mr. Stopper. That's enough out of you. This is a clear act of rebellion against the Amaterasu Corporation. I know full well what you're doing, and I have no intention of stopping.
What?
Master! Oh, right in the breadbasket.
You alright?
Are you alright? You're with him, are you? What are you doing, Master? You'll get arrested.
Sure.
But I don't know him. He has nothing to do with me. If you don't want to get hurt, then stay out of this. That's right. You got nothing to do with this, so get out of here. How can you say that? We went and talked to people just like he has. No, he's trying to protect me. Bring it on. I wonder how the weather in Conrad Ward will be tomorrow.
That's it.
He's asking you about the survey. If most people in Conrad Ward were disillusioned, then seems like sunshine. Sunshine, what a relief. It is too early for me to call it quits.
What did you say?
What kind of dumb crowd are you spouting? It's going to rain all day tomorrow, and today and tomorrow and the day after that. Yeah. Come on with me. Nasai, what a fool. There's no hope for him, and the peacekeepers have him. It's his own fault for defying Amaterasu. chat. Next game has to have voice acted stuff like this. Because this guy's tired of reading. I have a feeling he'll be back someday. I just know it. Young hearts want to break free. All right. So, we have the Kamasaki district and the Kanai station, but we also have the riverbanks. Let's go to the Kamasaki district because that's where the quest, the MSQ, is leading us. All right. The Ohiya district, the so-called slums of Kanai Ward, where everyone is stagnant and polluted. Most of the district is flooded because rainwater cannot be properly drained. Well, have you tried? I mean, you've had 3 years to do something. Even the slums, as you called it, people would do something about it. Kind of reminds me of when Arnold Schwarzenegger was getting fed up with the potholes in the road. So he made a video of him filling a pothole. He's like, I'm going to do it myself. And he just grabbed some concrete. He's like, check it out, California. I'm doing it myself. You should do it too. Down with government. I don't think he said that. Wait, what was that? Down with government. But he didn't say that. But then he actually filled in like a service entrance for the city. So they had to break open all of his work just to get to the pipe that they needed or something like that. It's just so silly. But yeah. All right, we got to go downstairs. How do we get downstairs? We're going to clean up California. Grab a broom. Nyam. I still laugh at his commercials when he was running for governor and when he was governor. Zoom. All right, here we go. Golden Path Cafe uniforms. Many customers flock here simply to... Oh, gosh. So we got a Hooters. Got it.
It's terrible. The agency's completely blown to pieces. I thought I found a place I could call home.
I don't smell any corpses. I thought there'd be some around here.
Of course not! Everyone is still alive! Master detectives wouldn't die so easily.
You say that, but didn't they all die on the Amaterasu Express?
That's... Huh? What the...
Oh, man.
So, okay, the van does have windows, but a van straight up just kidnapped a child. Think about that for a second. Shinigami has no chill. But we just been kidnapped by some ice cream man mongrels.
Where am I?
You're finally awake. Well, I also just woke up. When you go to sleep, so do I. Because we're one and the same.
I remember I was suddenly thrown into a car and...
I think you let your guard down too much. How many times are you gonna let yourself get knocked unconscious?
I can't help it. This city is so weird.
That's what you call
Why
it,
does
huh?
this keep happening to me?
Why do such a thing to you? And for what reason?
That actually reminds me of a Family Guy skit. It was a short skit I don't exactly recall the context, but there was a kid in a restaurant like going up and like hitting on people that looked creepy. And the father's like, you need to stop doing that. This is why you keep getting kidnapped or something like that. And that's kind of what it reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of.
Peacekeepers?
Look around. It's so dirty here. If it's the peacekeepers, they'd probably be sitting on reclining chairs with their feet up in a tidy room.
But if it isn't the peacekeepers, then who? We can worry about it later. First, we have to get out of here.
I guess that's fair.
Where am I?
I must get out of here.
Better find... This is...
That's a worn out sofa covered in dust. Absolutely filthy, aren't you, Master? Why direct that at me? What did I do? What did I do? Poster. I think I've seen these posters in the Kamasaki district too. Just who's been putting them up? They all look kind of samey. If you want to grab people's attention, you got to mix up the design as well. What do you think the portraits are for Sumiko? Okay. So, slapping so many posters up in such a tiny room, it's like they're trying to brainwash people. Be careful. People like you are susceptible to that sort of thing. I'm not that simple. I think that's it for this room, so let's move on.
It won't open. Seems like it's locked with a padlock or something from the outside. Why do they even want to imprison me?
Well, have you heard of human trafficking?
There's a vent here, but it's too small to pass through. The floor and the walls don't seem fragile enough to break, and there's no way out through the ceiling either.
Looks like you're stuck in here. No point feeling gloomy about it. Just enjoy it while you can. Woohoo! It's so fun! It's like we're frolicking through the sun like grass in spring.
Yes, that's exactly it.
We're completely stuck. It's just like everything in my life right now. I'm trapped with no way out.
Well, that kind of came out of left field.
Still looks
The
so
Prezio.
It's like he's given up on everything.
All of a sudden, too.
Hey! Can I give you a back tattoo that says, "My life is over"?
Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for your antics right now.
What's got you so down anyway? It's not like you had anything to lose in the first place. Besides me, that is.
Aw, my life's been a mess ever since you started haunting me.
Now, notice that he's actually saying this instead of thinking it. So, I bet you this is going to be questioned at some point because he's actually, you know?
Shinigami? What about those other detectives?
What do you mean?
You said you've haunted other detectives in the past. They all gave up their memories, right? Were they able to achieve their goals using the power you gave them?
I don't really remember the past. I'm the kind who forgets what happened yesterday. Oh, but there is one detective I distinctly remember. He always liked to say this one thing. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Are you sure it wasn't, Gus is not a table, Sean? Gus is a
I want
table.
to make a world where no one weeps while imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. He said that with such sparkling eyes that I laughed out loud. It still makes me laugh, as if a single detective could do that.
Imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. Like the Watchmaker's son, or Kurumi. If those cases remained unsolved, would they have suffered the same fate? So you didn't answer me. What about that detective? Was he able to bring happiness to everyone?
I don't know. Besides, I don't remember much. But if you look at how the world is right now, isn't the answer obvious?
Yeah.
I guess.
Sound.
There's no way detectives could make people all over the world happy. Even in Kanai Ward alone, the number of unsolved mysteries keeps increasing.
Let's get John
What
Walsh.
can detectives even do? Detectives are useless. I'm useless.
That's a leap into depression.
Huh?
Master, someone's coming!
Sid? That was a slow motion walk if I ever saw one.
Oh, you're awake. Sorry for getting rough with you. It was necessary at the time. Forgive me.
Well, don't we have quite the character here?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Consider this. Have you seen a child crying on a street corner? How about a kid wandering with no place to go? Volunteers who shed blood so people like that don't have to shed tears.
Calm down, Bartels Bookshelf. Calm down. That is a barrel chest, though. That's just full on. He's got all muscles in his chestins. His pectorals are massive.
That's right. We're the proud resistance against Amaterasu Corporation.
Resistance?
Piece de la
I'm the head
resistance.
honcho. The name's Shachi. Nice to meet you.
This reminds me. I've seen the flyers all over Kanai Ward.
Yeah, passing out flyers is an important part of our activity. We need to recruit as many people as possible. Though once we're finally caught by the peacekeepers, we'll probably all hang.
Somebody's happy about being hanged.
Resistance want with me?
First, let me apologize for not being able to bring you here in a more graceful way. But if I didn't do it this way, you couldn't stay hidden from the peacekeepers.
Why did you go to such lengths to see me?
Allow me to explain. Please, would you join us at our hideout? I want you to have a little chat with my friends.
Hideout?
Don't worry, they're all good guys.
And why not here?
Come on, follow me.
Am I going to be able to move, or is it just like a
Seems
fake?
like I'm being dragged into even more trouble.
It doesn't look like you have a choice right now, anyway. At least he's the type of guy who's kind to a lost kid.
I'm not a kid.
Look, you got taken into a white van against your will from Mass Figures, and now you're going to follow some random buff guy into an office with a bunch of other people. This is something you see out of a nightmarish human trafficking deal, okay? This is terrible. Oh, I can move. I can actually walk around.
Is it really okay to follow him?
Master,
This Kool-Aid
so
tastes funny.
indecisive.
This Jello makes me feel sleepy. It looks like there's nothing I can interact with except this door. That's right, I already did that one. Let's see. Fubuki's accessories. Fubuki's necklace is a koi motif. Choker is decorated with a load screen.
Oh my! It's already morning. The sun rose while you were fast asleep.
Yes, you can definitely tell when morning is.
What is this place?
I suppose we could. It's just
The
lighter
whole
but dark.
area is submerged. Looks like stagnant rainwater that didn't drain. Do people actually live here?
Okay, given it some further thought, I need to recount on a previous statement I made about people in the slum being able to do drainage and irrigation. Because if all the water goes to them, how are they going to do it? So yeah, I can kind of see it, especially they don't have the funds or the materials or anything. So yeah, okay.
Only weirdos who carve up animals could live in a place like this.
Wait, what? Only weirdos who carve up animals could live in a place like this. What?
Is this your first time in Doya District?
Doya District?
Sure.
Go, yo, what?
It's what you'd call the slums. It's like this thanks to Amaterasu Court. The people here are forced to live in the backwaters. They don't seem to care one bit about the unending rain. Of course they don't. They're all living high up, looking down on us. All the dirt and grime they spit out flows down from the city and ends up swirling around here. This is the reality of Kanai Ward.
This kind of reminds me of the sewers in Futurama.
Kanai Ward's reality.
Come on, our hideout is this way.
Yeah, I don't want. You are a corpse. You are dead. You are overdosed. Oh, and you are a memory shard. Obtained memory shard amethyst. And you are just staring off at a. Oh, never mind. There's someone else there. Okay. But you be dead. Look at the vomit coming out of the oversized pipe.
We want to help the poor smile again. We call ourselves the Resistance, but it would be better for everyone if things can get resolved without a fight. I doubt the peacekeepers feel the same way, though. They're always striving to crush us. That's why we armed ourselves and prepared to fight back. We don't know when this fight will end. We don't know if we'll still be able to smile when it does. We may not have the answers, but we have to keep fighting. We were born and raised here, after all.
Okay.
By the way, where are you from?
Some
The
stuff
top of the
happened,
tower.
So I don't have a place to go home right now.
Oh, so you're like us then. Guess that kind of makes us buddies.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. But I suppose the Resistance and the Nocturnal Detective Agency are both being oppressed by Amaterasu. Our goals and aspirations differ, but we're kind of like friends in that regard.
Master, you're a professional loner, so you don't need any friends.
You're a professional loner. Alright, let's see if there's any hidden stuff is. It's a broken stairway. The worst.
Hey, good work being on the lookout. This is our hideout. Come on in.
Very inconspicuous.
Resistance hideout. It's a bit scary, but
Just don't
There's no
eat
running
the
away
pudding.
now.
Don't eat the pudding. The Resistance, a movement that has declared its opposition on Amaterasu Corporation. The name of the group is Anti-Establishment Organization, but they're commonly called the Resistance. Iruka's tattoo. Iruka has a tattoo of dual pistols on the left side of her chest. I suppose we're going to meet this Iruka here soon enough, right? That dude's got some muscles. His manly chest is bulging out of his jerkin.
All right, it's time for a revolution.
Hey, don't start a revolution here.
Oh no.
I agree, old man.
Again.
Hey, you're all here. Good timing since the game's over. Listen up. I need to introduce someone to all of you. Behold, Yuma here is a master detective of the WPO.
What the?
Huh? Wait, I'm not.
Oh, really? So he's one of those master detectives I've heard so much about.
That's a character design. I don't understand what's with the outline of the lips. It always throws me off whenever I see like characters with that type of design, and they're like one of the few in the entire anything that has that outlined lips. Like, what is that supposed to depict? Like, even the nose is just a straight up circle, but I can kind of buy that. But it's just the outlined lips. It just throws me off. It is to show larger lips. Is that it? You could... But... No. It does not depict larger lips. It depicts a clown. I'm not even talking about the hair and the eyebrows outside of the hair. No. It's just the outline, the dark outline on 360 degrees of those outer lips. It just throws me off. You, sir or madam or individual or individuals are a clown.
Seriously? Sorry I kidnapped you without knowing.
That is an elf. No joke. That is an elf. There's no way of putting it. That is a freaking elf. Look at the pointy ears. Look at the almond eyes, the thin lips, and what? The zit? Do elves get zits?
Anyway, I want to recruit him to our resistance.
I suppose that would be a low charisma elf. Like, you're playing D&D and you see an elf with like an 8 charisma. That's like the pimply elf that never got out of high school. He's like, "Hi guys, I like to use archery to kill orcs." It's kind of an old way artists use to depict black. What? Really? That's a lip piercing? That's a pimple.
Wait, this is much too sudden, and I'm not a master detective.
I know I sprang this on you out of nowhere. You know what? We're alike. We both have the same kind of darkness lurking deep within our eyes. The darkness is solitude.
I suppose one of the questions he could ask the Shinigami is, are there more? And if so, do you see them? Because what if he has a Shinigami? Maybe not necessarily called a Shinigami, but what if he has something hovering over his shoulder? That's why he's like, "We're like you and I." Or maybe the Shinigami see each other, but they don't actually relay the information. This is full on Death Note.
You're lost, with nowhere to go. Wrong? This can be your new home.
Home.
My new home?
I guess you're uncomfortable being around so many people when you don't even know their names.
Not until I kill you all.
Everyone here is a leader within the organization. They're all irreplaceable to the resistance.
If everyone's a leader, then no one's a leader. It's more often used to show fuller lips, though. At least that's what most people use it for now. I understand. But let's take a look at Shachi's character design real quick, and how it may be 3-tone. Yeah, 3-tone, but you're still able to get the thickness of the lips by the lower portion of the shadow right here. He doesn't need a full-on outline to depict where his lips are. So if it was like larger, even if it was like the larger the bottom lip that came out to here, it would depict thicker lips, not that clown BS that we had earlier on.
While they don't have any powers as extraordinary as master detectives, they each have their own special abilities.
One's an elf.
They're all good people.
Nope, one's an
Talk
elf.
to them first before deciding to join up or not.
One is still an elf.
Anyway,
One's a clown, one's an elf. Starts talking to everyone. But let's take a look at this messy shelf. There are various things on the shelf. Maybe these belong to the resistance members. Helmets, fire extinguishers, drills, wires. Looks like they were getting ready for battle. I hope they don't get dragged in all. Yeah. Let's see, we got a kitchen. This kitchen is surprisingly well equipped with cooking tools. I guess that Shachi guy is quite the culinarian. Seems like it. Man, the counter space is just so overwhelming. It is an extremely well equipped kitchen with a stock pot, a regular pot, and a kettle, and another pot, but no pans. All right, what else?
This place might actually be more depressing than that squalid dump of an agency.
Okay. Gotta finish the outer perimeter. No, looks like that's about it. When Lord of the Rings first came out, I mispronounced Legolas because I thought having an elf named after a toy company was silly. Lego, Lass. So that's kind of where I got it. So when a friend of mine and I were like talking about Lord of the Rings, he said Legolas. I'm like, that's not Legolas. It's something else. I don't even remember what it was. It was so stupid. But then but then I discovered I was incorrect. But I never corrected myself, and I haven't talked to him since. So it was just one of those things. I guess he was so offended by my punctuation or pronunciation of an elephant name that he just stopped talking to me. Okay, Chicky.
So, you're the new member. I'm Maruka. Nice to meet you.
Now that is a voice actress being like, I'm not entirely certain what that is. I'm getting like a strong, scared, embarrassed, lustful. I'm Marika. Nice to meet you. But look at that character. Look at them bangs. I'm pretty sure she's drunk. What's with the bangs? It's like she started cutting her hair. She's like, we don't need this, right? I got gum there. But she still has like this long thing. All right.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
This one seems kind of quiet.
Quiet?
Master, women are never what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Am I misinterpreting that phrase? Am I? I don't know. Like, no, I'm just gonna.
Yuma, can you use a gun?
I'm not gonna read that, but I agree. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's I suppose this could be interpreted as like, excuse me, you're a girl, but do you play D&D? Do you roll? Do you LARP? That's what I'm getting out of this.
Huh? A gun? I've never carried one before.
Oh, I thought so. You strike me as the type of person who's never had anything to do with guns before.
What is going on with this? Like, everything about this is just unusual. That's probably the point, right?
On my 4th birthday, I was given a .22 caliber revolver as a present.
Oh, you should have gone into more
On my
detail.
5th birthday, I got a .32, and on my birthday next month, I'm supposed to be getting an anti-tank cannon.
I think it would have been really nice to go into great detail about a rambling of Aruka's passion, because she's obviously passionate about guns. So she's like, on my 4th birthday, I got a .22 caliber with a pistol grip and a quick action draw. Oh. And then on my 5th birthday, I got a .32 caliber with this and this and this. But, you know, kind of wrap up to it. That's kind of what I was...
Huh?
Yeah, moving on.
I don't care what it is. I just want to pull the trigger. Give me a trigger to pull.
Moving on. I'm not going to touch it.
If you join us, would you do it with me?
Moving on. Not touching it.
Thanks.
Not touching it.
Doubt I'd be any good with those things. I've never even held one before.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood. I'm not asking you to pull the trigger. I want you to be the target. Do your best to run around. It won't be any fun if it ends in one shot.
She's terrifying.
See, I told you women aren't what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Can you not look at me that way? You're acting like I'm some weirdo. Until Kanai Ward was isolated 3 years ago, I was a serious candidate for Olympic shooting. But when we were shut off from the rest of the world, that included world sports, and I had nowhere to go. I can't allow this. I will change Kanai Ward with my firearm skills.
And nunchuck skills.
But to do
Computer
that,
hacking skills.
I need to get better.
Cage fighting skills.
I know you're a sucker for girls, but I suggest you stay away from this one.
Of course.
Okay. Okay, clown, what's up to you?
Hi there, I'm Servan. So, you're Yuma from the World Detective Organization.
Oh, that design, those lips. I'm just gonna let it go. The sooner we get through this, the sooner I can stop looking at him.
From the WDO for a while, but I can never get them to agree. I guess anyone would be hesitant to work with people who call themselves the Resistance.
Why do you need detectives?
To be honest, it's not limited to detectives. We need help in general. But recruiting blindly is dangerous. There's no telling who might be tied to the Amaterasu Corporation. In that regard, detectives from the WDO are safe. Rumor has it they've got terrific personnel. Plus, I know you're enemies with Amaterasu. I've seen this.
What's that?
It's security camera footage set up all around Kanai Ward. I'm good at tinkering with machines. I handle most of the machine work around here. Once Kanai Ward is peaceful again, I want to open up a shop selling security devices. So that this tragedy can never happen again.
I see.
I'll talk to the elf last.
Oh, so you're the new member? I'm Margala. I don't know what a master detective is, but did you come in from beyond the rain as well?
Beyond the rain.
The only thing beyond the rain is Amaterasu Corp.
No, I'm not with them. But you said as well. Are you a former member of Amaterasu?
That's right. I worked in accounting for that company. Back then they called me the safekeeper. But one day, I was accused of embezzlement. My entire family was arrested. Of course, my family and I were all innocent. We were framed, set up to take the fall for what the peacekeepers took for themselves. My family got sick and died in jail. All of them. Except me.
That's terrible.
I would do anything to destroy Amaterasu. Anything. I own a small shop in Kamasaki district. Publicly, I'm just a retired old man selling old art pieces. But secretly, I manage the funds for the resistance.
Man, you're telling a random child all your secrets.
I'm happy to be able to use my skills again. If your hatred of Amaterasu is anything like ours, you should join us.
Join us. Okay, Elf, what do you got?
Hey, Master Detective. I'm Icardi. To be honest, I'm rooting for you to join us. Detectives work for anyone as long as the pay is good, right? Meaning, if you pay more than anyone else, they will always side with you. They're far more trustworthy than people who just talk big about fighting for the revolution.
I think you've got the wrong idea here. A detective isn't a mercenary.
Really? I figured they're about the same.
Well, you probably couldn't explain the difference if you were asked to, Master.
Hey, Icardi. Tell them about your special powers.
Oh, I'm from the Doya district, but I used to be a super swimming athlete for Kanai Ward. I do all sorts of aquatic sports. No one can keep up with me in this flooded city. Anyway, I take advantage of that ability and work as a delivery man. If there's anything you want delivered, I'm your man. Even if it's underwater.
I see.
Did you have a chat with everyone already? Guess I'll talk about myself then. I was born around these parts. Wasn't submerged like this at the time. It really was just another regular city. My family, as you might expect, lived in poverty. That's why when I was hired by that company, my whole family was thrilled.
That company?
Yes,
Yeah.
that company.
Amaterasu Corporation. Back then, they weren't dangerous or shady. They were a legitimate business focused on contributing to society. I don't know when it started to go astray. We kept receiving more requests from the unified government with an increasing number of top-secret projects. As the secrets kept piling on, the company continued to grow. It sure was a strange sight. Even when I was an employee, I didn't know what was going on. It was like looking at some strange and unknown beast. Before I knew it, everyone was subservient to Amaterasu. The gap between rich and poor was irreversible.
Shatsui, what kind of work did you do for them?
I worked in land development. They'd buy up promising land and use it for the company. And here, Doya District was also a part of that. After I purchased this land, Amaterasu filled it with rows and rows of research facilities. The city was poor, but there were these shiny research labs here. Back then, it made us so proud. We thought it'd bring prosperity here. Or so we hoped. But 3 years ago, the unending rain began. The area was flooded. Amaterasu abandoned this place without a second thought. The former residents had nowhere to go. So they were forced to live on top of the flooded research labs. And that's what became of Doya District.
So that's what happened.
Interesting.
My fault. I'm the one who made the city this way. That's why I fight Amaterasu Corp. To help the impoverished still living here. It's the least I can do to make it up to them. It can't be anyone else. I have to do it.
But if you didn't do it, someone else would have. So...
Well, that's enough sad story time for now. We must press onward. This is why we need good people on our side. You're one of the world-famous master detectives. Please.
I already mentioned I'm not a master detective, though.
How about it, Uma? Will you stand with us and help free Kanai Ward from Amaterasu's oppression?
Everyone keeps saying the same thing.
Yeah, everyone does.
Already made up your mind. Go on, answer him. Man. So, what's going on with that mask, though? Just one of those things. I'm wondering if that mask guy is like a homunculi or homunculus or some sort of like, or maybe even like the original subject, maybe something that they're taking samples from to create the homunculi. I don't know. Still got an elf. Still got a clown. That is a clown. That is not. You know what? All right. That just about does it for this episode. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, notifications, comment, follow. I don't know. Draw lips around someone for unnecessary reasons. Whatever. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whoever wants you to do nowadays. It changes all the time, right? Check out my website, JPEdgar.com. Got my book, my blog, my merch. Actually, the Thin Stroke is no longer available. But still got my books, right? All that's available on the website and my stream schedule. And just a reminder, my live stream and my archives are all separate channels, and those links will be in the description. Thank you very much, everyone. I really do appreciate you coming in, keeping me company, enjoying the ride, and making fun of me all along the way. It doesn't really matter, but I really do appreciate it. And like always, more ridiculous to come.